shame pulls the thread of your frayed lace undone. It falls like the evenings that charm, then devour their young. The face of the moon on the river will shiver and run. Some believe to surrender, and I want you to lead me on.
I started to learn that if I could slip out of the bedroom in the morning without disturbing my wife and go out into the front room and light a fire and get anything going in the notebook, that things changed for me. You know, at first it was only fragments of poetry that I was writing, but if I could get anything going, you know, my imagination began to return. And I started to be able to envision somewhere other than where I was at that particular moment. I really do think that songs walked me out of some real darkness. And I share this not because I think my personal story is necessarily worthy of your time on its own, but I do think that we have a problem with fear in this country. And, you know, as soon as we go into the fear mind, all creative problem solving leaves us. And we see the evidence of that every day in our lives. And I just want to encourage all of you to turn to whatever is your creative outlet, because we all have one. I'm convinced that everybody has one, whether they label it that or not. So, you know, though I don't really have much interest in talking to you about cancer. In truth, I don't really feel like my battle is with cancer. My battle is with fear. And I share that with you because I think fear is what drives every single human failing. And I did that thing that I've only seen, you know, songwriters in movies do. You know, I pulled over to the side of the road and I sang it into my phone because I was afraid I would forget it, you know, and that it would just leave me, you know. It would go find Jeff Tweedy. You know? And you know, what the fuck does he need me? You know, but by the time I got home a couple hours later, I found a guitar immediately and learned to play what I was singing. And then songs just came in a rush like I had never known before.
Bruised and black and hunkered down from sparking fuses underground and digging the way through to surface on some other side with time to kill and a past to hide. And one eye out for you. With letters cut from magazines, I hide my hand and I speak between the truth and what I need. I lift the face of someone strong to mask the shadow growing along and to blur what it conceals. Found myself out on a rain, found a mirror staring strange, demanding what I do. stripes across my back of eyes I keep each blue and black, and both of them out for you. Now I crossed into some northern town where the winds rise up and the stars come down, and no one knows my name. I stitch a code from what I find, and I weave a story in my mind that frees me from all blame. I watch them burn, the jumping horses, they are not in turn the way I need them to. Before I run into the fields as buildings blaze and dot the hills like all eyes out for you. Out for you. Like all eyes, like all eyes out for you. I've said this before to many of you, I'm sure. Listening is in no way a passive activity, and I really appreciate that you've brought your attention to this evening. I really, really do, no matter how far you've come. I really do appreciate that you've met me where I needed to be met.
Yeah.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in.